Hey guys, you know who I am. If you don't know who I am, I'm just kidding. I'm Cheyenne. So many people on my Snapchat have requested me to do like makeup videos for them and start a YouTube channel and blah, 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 blah. You know, your girl couldn't resist. So here I am. I did this look. It was actually a lot of fun. Didn't know what I was going to be doing. It turned out really great. Used a lot of great products. Gave you guys some tips and tricks of how I do my makeup. If you want to see this look, then just keep watching. I'm using my phone to do this because I don't currently have my camera with me. And so this is kind of what you're going to get. This like really ugly frame picture or whatever. I'm not a makeup guru or anything, so it's not like it really matters. So I just recently like got a whole bunch of makeup products from Sephora, and yeah, I went on a whole like makeup spree haul thing, and so I have a lot of new products to try. So basically what I just want to do with this video is like show how I do my makeup, because a lot of people on my Snapchat and people that like I know were asking me to do videos for them on like how I do my makeup, why I do what I do with my makeup, and so on and so forth. So what I'm going to do is just do like little tips and tricks of what I do and how I do everything with my makeup. My face is really dry today. Well, like all the time, my face is always dry. And I have a lot of like, I'm not sure if you can like really see them. You probably can, but I have a lot of like these white dots all over my face that look like whiteheads ready to pop, but they're not. It's something called Milla, I'll like put it up here or something. And they're just basically like cysts under the skin, if that makes sense. And you can't pop them. It's really hard to do. And so I've been using some makeup products to try and get rid of them, but no luck yet. Unfortunately, like if you have these dots too, blah, 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 when you do your makeup, sometimes like depending on like what products you get, or I don't know, even like sometimes all the time, because it happens to me all the time, these like dots will really stand out in your makeup and it really sucks. I have no tips for that yet, but eventually I will. First, moisturize is what we're gonna do. Moisturizing is really, really good. So if you do like really good skincare, your makeup's gonna go on 100 times better and sit so much better on your face. So like good skincare, like making sure your face is hydrated. You need to make sure your face is hydrated all the time, making sure like you're doing what you need to do to like to ensure you're not having like breakouts and things like that. I have like a really extensive like nighttime skin routine that I do, and then I also like have a whole bunch of face masks and stuff that I do, of course, like away from my skin, my nightly skin thing. So I can like eventually do a video for that too. But I have this new product that I want to try today. I don't know what it is. It was like a sample that I got in my Sephora. So I'm like VIP Sephora status, and so I get like a whole bunch of like really good samples with points. This is called Belif, Believe in Truth, the True Cream Aquabomb, increased hydration level. And this is like a Korean product, so I'll put that there. I'm just gonna hydrate my face because I did not do that today when I got out of the shower. I wanted to like try these new products that I got, because I got a lot from Sephora, honestly. I think the only thing that I really paid for was like 4 items. I think I paid for 4 items. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 items. And I got sent like, let me show you, like all of this and all of this, like a lot. I got a lot of products. I always get a lot of like little free samples, and then of course you use your points like with Sephora. Just if you're not a Sephora, like just go do it. It's not like a credit card or anything. You just like, I just can't explain it. I'm actually gonna use this as a hair tie because I don't have a hair tie. Now I'm gonna go in with, this is something that I got in my Ipsy bag. It's Yensa Color and Face Tone Up Primer Essential Glow. So it says what it's supposed to do is refine, prep, and even skin tone in one simple step, infused with 8 super black essence. This satin tone up primer blurs imperfections and color corrects while providing a healthy essential glow for perfect and prolonged foundation application. So why prime? Priming is really important. Some people don't prime, but I like to prime. Priming just basically ensures that your makeup is going to stay in place. Like, it's going to stay on. You won't have any issues with it. It just helps products like cling to your foundation, which is really, really, really important. If you want like a solid look to stay on for like most of the day or whatever, depending on what you're doing. Same with setting spray, which I'll get into later in the video. But yeah, honestly, I don't even know what look exactly I'm going for. I just wanted to do something a little bit more simple because I'll like pop them up on the screen. But the last 2 times on Snapchat, I like really went all out. Wow, I have a lot of product still on my fingers. But I do have new concealer to try today and new foundation that I want to try. I'm not going to do my eyebrows and my... Actually, let's do brows first. I got new Anastasia Beverly Hills products to try. Still, it's like the pomade, the Dipbrow pomade. I don't like using pencils, and I don't like using the like the little rolly up ones. I feel like little brushes like this are easier to like sculpt out your brow and like define it and stuff like that. So that's why I use this. That's why I do it. What I'm gonna do, I really need to get them. I really need to pluck my eyebrows, but I can't be bothered with that. It's actually quiet today. Actually, this is why I like doing like videos on Snapchat, because of my kids. Just saying. They're always like so loud and obnoxious, and sometimes you can hear them in the background. And it just stresses me out. Okay, so I just like dipped into it. It's a new product. I haven't tried it before. Anastasia Beverly Hills Dipbrow Pomade Medium Brown is what this is. So I just dipped my brush into it. I don't know if you can see it. Just dipped my brush. This is a lot more creamier than the other stuff that I was using, which was Benefit Ka-Brow, that I don't actually like, but it is what it is. I'm gonna flip over my other mirror. I've been having issues like shaping my brows. First, what I'm gonna do is, and I put like a whole tutorial thing on my Snapchat as well on how I do my brows, and I'll just like pop those pictures up. But if anyone like actually watches my video and wants me to go into like detail of how I do my eyebrows, then let me know and I'll do it. We can do just like a video on just eyebrows. All right, so I did both eyebrows. They're supposed to be cousins or sisters, or how do they say that? They're supposed to be whatever. So I did my eyebrows, and this is how they turned out. I really need to pluck. Ignore that part. I am going to go in with, and I saw this on a makeup video, Nikki Tutorials. She said that it was really good. So let's just try it out. I got 2 of them. Both of them are actually in a really light shade, I think. Let's see. I got 330, which is ivory, and 355, which is vanilla. I'm just gonna swatch them on my hands real quick. Ooh, hang on. Let me just shut those curtains real quick because this lighting. Okay, hey guys, I'm back. I'm gonna swatch them on my hand real quick, and now I can't see shit because it's dark as fuck in here. I'm gonna take vanilla, which is 335, and just kind of like place that. Oh, that was really close. Kind of like place it around And I just cleaned my brushes, so. So what I'm gonna do is conceal. We're gonna tidy up the eyebrow, which is something that I never used to do. I just started doing it here recently. I just found out that it's easier to like mess up when you're doing your eyebrows and then just go back in and like clean it up. So that's what I'm doing with this. So yeah, I'm going to conceal as close to the eyebrow as I can, shaping it all out, blurring out the around. It's gonna look really weird, and then I will be right back. All right, so what I did was just conceal, like I said I was going to do. It took me forever to do. And now I have a wet beauty blender, which mine is dirty, but that's okay. And I'm just like tapping in like all the excess because I looked like I had a white mask on my face. It was actually kind of funny. Normally I would put on like an eyebrow mascara, which basically just like holds your eyebrows in place for the time being. And I'm going to do that. I'm just not going to do it right now. What I'm going to be using is Anastasia Beverly Hill Clear Brow Gel. And basically what that does is it just literally locks your eyebrows in place. Like they aren't going anywhere, sis. So next, what we're gonna do is I'm going to put my new foundation on. And what I got is the HudaBeauty. I don't even know what it is. It's just this one. It's the HudaBeauty one. I got the color selection that I got was Latte 300. I do not know if this is the right color for me, especially because I'm actually tanner than normal. I've been like going to the pool and stuff with my kids and tanning here recently. I also use like a tanning lotion, like moisturizing lotion that I use daily that makes me tanner like as the days go on. But anyways, I don't know if this is a good match for me. It probably is, but we're just gonna try. We're just gonna go in. So I'm just going to waste the product apparently. Just kidding, it fell in my hand. Just squirt it on. And then I used a lot actually. Where did the lid go? Okay. So you are going to take damp beauty blender. I just found, first of all, I don't like using brushes because it leaves your foundation streaky, like really streaky in my opinion. So I like to use beauty blenders and it just works for me. So what you do is you literally bounce it, like bounce it on your face. This smells so good. I probably used way too much, but that's okay. And it actually is really light for me. I'm just gonna blend it down my neck. Actually it looks a lot better in person than it does like on camera. I think it's because my light is too light. My light is too bright. So yeah, this definitely is not my shade, but we can make it work. Honestly, what's so weird is that it looks like decent, it looks good when I'm like looking in the mirror, but like when I'm looking in my camera, like looking at how it looks to you guys, it actually looks not good at all. Like it just looks way too light for me. It really sucks because this is like a really expensive foundation. So the moral of the story is make sure you're getting the right shade for your face. But other than that, other than like the color being kind of off, which we can fix. It's easy to fix a color that's too light for your face because we can just like use bronzer and stuff and bronze it up and it'll be fine. But that's okay. We can work with a light shade. It's harder to work with a darker shade because it's like really kind of difficult to like make it lighter, if that makes sense. But it's really pretty and I really like it, so who cares? I'm just gonna blend it down my neck. Another reason why it's probably just too light for me right now, like during the summer, but any other time it's probably fine. I'm going to like clean off my lips and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I just basically wiped off the foundation off of my lips and then excuse me, realized that like it wiped off the makeup around my lips, so then I just dabbed a little bit on from my the leftover from my beauty blender. I just threw it. And I'm just gonna put chapstick on. Next, what I'm gonna do is I am going to conceal and highlight is basically all of this step is. I'm gonna take a concealer. This is Nars Soft Matte Complete Concealer. I got the shade Light 2 Vanilla, and I'm just dipping my damp beauty blender in it, and I'm just gonna take it like under my eyes. Wow, this is really pretty. You can like really see the difference from like using the Nars concealer right here. Like, look at the difference between my eyes. Like, this is like super bright, really, really light and like concealed, you know what I mean? And this side, you can obviously like tell the difference between the two. It kind of looks like airbrushed. So this just really helps like brighten up your face, brighten up your under eye, which is always good. Get rid of like any harsh dark lines that you have underneath your eyeballs, because mamas know, girl, we need this. So I did underneath, I did a little bit on my forehead, doing some like down my nose, making sure that it's all like blended. I'm gonna highlight like my chin. So yeah. Next, we are going to set our face, and we are setting it with a powder. Both are crucial to have. I remember being in middle school type, and I would either get dry foundation, or I would get like powder foundation, or I would get like liquid foundation. Never both at the same time, because I didn't know what the heck I was doing. You want both, sister. You want to set your foundation. Otherwise, you're gonna be like a goopy mess. Like, your foundation's not gonna stay on most of the day, the rest of the day, whatever. You really need a powdered foundation to like stick on your face. So I'm taking it and just putting it in the spots that I just concealed. Next, I'm gonna set the rest of my face with a skin colored pressed powder. I'm just gonna set the rest of my face. It's looking good. What I'm gonna do now is take that translucent color that I had, and I'm going to dip my beauty blender in it, and I'm gonna bake. So I'm just gonna take it on my sponge and dab it on the spots where we used our concealer. So next, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna contour first. I'm gonna contour my face. Contouring basically just like outlines the structures. It just gives you the face that you want and don't have. So I'm gonna go in with the Tarte Pro Glow To Go. So I'm just gonna get a little bit on my brush. I always do this, I don't know why, but I'm gonna do it. So basically what you're doing is you're sculpting out your cheekbone. So you want it to look like you have a really like tight cheekbones, if that makes sense. What I do is I like put it like on where my ear, like the top of my ear is. I just go down towards the corner of my mouth. I'm gonna go in with bronzer. Depending on your skin tone, you have to find the best color that like matches your face. And girl, I don't even know. Let me come back to you on that part. There you go. We're gonna go to the eyes next. So I'm gonna take my primer and I'm going to prime my eyelids. Priming your eyelid basically is the same thing as priming your face. You're just setting your eyelids for the color to go on top of it and like be set. So you get full pigmentation of the eyeshadows that you're using. Yeah, so that's the best explanation that I got. So this is Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion Original. And of course you can get other eye primers. NYX has some really good eye primers too. You can also just use concealer, like any concealer, and then like set it with eyeshadow so it doesn't crease. We just don't want you creases, like bye Felicia. I am going to go in with my Jaclyn Hill palette. So I'm just gonna take a medium blender brush. I'm gonna take this color. I'm gonna take this color right here, which is kind of like skin cone. And then what I'm gonna do is I am just going to put that in the crease. This is going to be your transition shade for other shades that you put on top of it so it doesn't look patchy. So I'm gonna use my little thing and I'm just gonna put that all over in the crease. And so basically when I'm doing this, I am just taking it and like using a really light hand, very barely wiping the product on your eyelid, doing it in like circular wiping motion. I'm doing the like little circles and then I'm like swiping it back and forth. I took mine more up towards my eyebrow because I have very slightly hooded eyes. Next, what I'm gonna be taking, let's do this one. Let's do this, like, it's more of a deep chocolate brown. So I did that on a more dense brush because what I'm gonna do is really pack the color on my lids. It's probably best to like tap off all the like extra products that you have on your brush, but sometimes I don't, and then you get fallout. So try to do that. Gonna try and put that like all over my lid. I'm not taking that up towards the crease yet. I'm just putting that on my lid. Right now I'm just trying to pack on the color, make sure that the color is there and solid. When it comes to makeup, you really need to experiment what you are comfortable with, what looks best with your face, blah, 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 whatever. But really it's all up to you on what you like. So I've been like trying to go a little bit more bold with my colors. And so I'm really gonna pack on the color and make sure like the color is there and solid and not patchy. And it's okay for this to look a little messy because we are going to take a blending brush and like blend it out. And so basically what I'm doing to pack on the color, I am literally just like patting it and like swiping down. Take another fluffy blender, fluffy blender brush and dab into a little bit of that dark brown color that you were using. And we are just going to like start blending out the harsh lines. We're gonna be blending it into that transition color that we just used. Still kind of like keeping a light hand when you're doing this because the point is to blend. And girls, let me tell ya, blending takes forever. You're not gonna get like exactly what you want within just a few minutes of doing it. Girl, you really need to blend. Okay, so once you get everything blended out, making sure that there are really no harsh lines left, we're going to be dipping in. I'm just going to use the same brush that I just used to like do that brown. I'm going to take like this orangey color, a burnt orange maroon color. What we're going to do is we're just going to put this in the crease. Using a super light hand, I cannot stress that enough. When you're working with eyeshadows like this, you really want to just have a super, super light hand because you don't want to apply the product on too heavy. It's easier to build it and keep building it versus putting product on and it being like way too much product. There's nothing you can do when you put on too much product. I'm actually gonna take a little bit more of that transition shade. I'm gonna use it again to make sure everything's like blended out, make sure that there's no like harsh lines. What we are going to do next is we are going to take dark brown shade, like the chocolate brown shade that we used, and we're gonna put it underneath, like in our bottom lash line. So what I'm doing is just like running it underneath as close to the lash line as I can, kind of like blending it into like the outer corner of that, the brown that we already had like on our top lid. I'm gonna take a little bit of that burnt orange shade and kind of like try to like blend it in as well. And then I'm going to take a really fluffy, clean blender brush and just like go underneath everything and on top of everything just to make sure that all of the lines are blended. And so when you're finished, hopefully this is the look that you have accomplished. We're not done yet. I'm gonna take this like shimmer shade, this like, it's more of like a copper brown kind of color, and put it on my lid. And girl, we're going all over the lid today. I'm gonna go back in with the same brush that I used for the copper and for the transition shade. I'm just gonna grab that transition shade one more time and go in so I can just blend that out and make sure it's like blended out seamlessly up into the other shades. I'm gonna go back in with that with my finger. Oh yeah. Oh, girl. Okay, so next I'm going to take, is this one a clean one? I don't know. take a small brush and we're gonna go into this shade, which I'm going to use to highlight the brow bone and the inner corner. I swear we're almost done. Can't forget about the coffee. I'm gonna take that same Tarte Pro Glow To Go palette. I'm gonna use this shade here. Oh, that's definitely working now. Okay, so you're kind of getting like a super subtle glow from it. I'm gonna take it on the tip of my nose to go in with some mascara. So I'm gonna take, this is Roller Lash from Benefit. I'm taking my mirror and I'm like looking down, and doing it this way will kind of ensure that you're not gonna get anything on your eyeshadow. I just went ahead and did my bottom lash, and I also put some black eyeliner on my bottom waterline or whatever, just to tie in the look. I am gonna do lashes now, and I get so many females saying they don't know how to do lashes. Let me tell you, it literally took me forever and I still don't have lashes down. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take it, the eyelash, and do it upside down. You're putting it on the band. So you're putting the lid on the bottom part of the band. And what you have to do is let it get tacked. Let it dry up a little bit before you apply them like straight on. What I'm gonna be using is from the Sephora collection. It's tweezers, but also you can use them to like pinch your falsies and your like natural eyelashes together. You need a mirror that's like underneath you. I'm going to have it pinched in the center of the eyelash. You're going to be looking down and put it right in the center, and then move the back end in the front end and adjust it to the way that you want it. As you see, I have it pinched in the middle. I have my mirror right here. I'm just going to take it, I'm looking down, and place it right in the middle. When you're doing this, you want to put it on your eyelash. You do not want to put it on your eyelid. So I'm sticking the front and the back parts down, trying to get it as close to my lash line and on top of my lashes as possible. Just making sure everything is stuck down, making sure it didn't stick to my bottom lashes. I'm gonna take this and kind of like wipe it off because sometimes the glue will get transferred. And I'm going to pinch it, take my mirror and pinch it together with my real lashes. And then pull down, because if you pull out, you're gonna pull your eyelash off. Okay, I'm gonna do my other one and be right back. It was actually easier to stick on this side because I let it get tacky. Moral of the story is, let your eyelashes get tacky first. I'm going to take a pencil liner and I'm gonna line my lips. So this is like a pink color, like a pink nude, but we're gonna make it work, girl. This is shade Unmistakable. Looks like this. I'm just gonna pop it on. I have this Cover FX High Performance Setting Spray 24-hour wear. I love this stuff. It instantly sets your look, but the issue for me is that I find that it's not dewy enough. So I'm gonna spray this real quick. I'm gonna go do my hair, finish my hair, whatever, and I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. I'm better than ever. Just kidding. So, I just finished my hair, and this is the finished look. You know, the color of my foundation actually really worked, even though it seemed too light in the beginning. I'm not always going to be so tan, so I feel like it just kind of worked in the moment. I tried my best. You know, I'm not a beauty guru. I never went to school for like makeup and stuff like that and hair and everything. I don't know like all the specifics. I don't know how to do everything. I just try, and I just love makeup and I love playing with it because it makes me feel better. And I'm sure that most women do makeup just for that exact reason. It's fun, it's creative, it's a fun way to do creative things. So I kind of worst hobbies, you know. So many people requested me to do this video or do a video or start a YouTube channel. So that's what I'm doing. So if you guys like this video, like it. If you have any comments, let me know. If you want to see any looks or want to see me like attempt any looks, then also let me know. You can find me on my Snapchat or my Instagram at Cheyenne Dieter. Yeah, so thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.